this winter as we present this opportunity?
Well, Reynold, as promised, we've got a great story on David Phelps, the Grammy and Dove Award winner. He has been given a wonderful talent, and today you will hear how the road to world acclaim was far from being an easy one. Hélène Pelletier met with him and brings us this report.
David, thank you so much for saying yes to our invitation to be on the program today.
Well, my privilege. Wonderful.
You've been with the Gaither Homecoming for more than 7 years. I'm sure it has shaped your life as an artist.
Definitely has. It was a dream of mine to work with Bill Gaither. Even as a child, dreaming about singing, and it was always part of my dream. So for that to become real is just so rare for a childhood dream to become a reality, and it really has been wonderful. I'm a bigger fan now of Bill's than I was before I actually met him. So
why?
He just he's a very giving person, and he's honest, very honest, and he likes to invest in people's lives. The times when we get along very well is when we are in the roles of teacher and student, and I like being a student and learning a whole lot, and he is just the consummate teacher, so we really have hit it off that way.
Mary was the first one to carry the gospel when the angels brought the news of that precious little boy.
Let's go back in time. When you and your wife Lori decided to move to Tennessee, because that is the place if you're a Christian artist, things didn't turn out the way you had planned. Tell us about that moment in time.
After a lot of prayer, we knew it was going to be hard. Everybody told us it was going to be hard. We knew it was going to be hard. After a lot of prayer, we decided, this is where we're supposed to be. So we picked up and moved over to Nashville, and it was just as hard as we thought it was going to be. I was driving back to Texas because I was making a pretty good living there singing all the time, and driving back there to sing a whole lot. And then in Nashville, it was hard to pay the bills, and it was just didn't seem like things were working out. We lived there for about 6 months, and it all kind of came to a head. I went back to visit with my family, my mom and dad and sisters, and said, I don't know why this is. We felt like God was telling us to go to Nashville, but it just isn't working out, And we all prayed, and I got back in the car and went back specifically for a meeting with Word Records. And the meeting, it went incredibly well. And I'd had other meetings before, and they just didn't know what to do with me. And this meeting went really well, and they mentioned in the process of that whole day that the vocal band was looking for somebody. And immediately, I said, well, let's see if that can work out. If we can make that happen, that would be wonderful. Because it was a dream that I really had kind of given up on. And so they made a few calls, and I think it was a couple of weeks later, Bill called me and said, we'd love to have you audition for the group. In a group, there are, it's all good, it's just different, Before, my family, my wife and I, we were together 24 hours, 7 days a week, and so that was a change for us, not being together quite as much, because when I travel with a vocal band, they stay at home, as well as learning to be a part of a group as well. And I had the part singing down, I knew how to do that, sing different parts and write arrangements, but the dynamic of being in a group and compromises that you have to make, we're four individuals that have all of our own ideas, and so at some point each one of us has to make a compromise for the group, and artistically, musically. So it's been a really big learning experience.
And now you just launched recently your own solo album, Revelation, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
I was so incredibly impressed. There's so many different styles in there. Tell us a little bit about this project.
Well, I wanted to do something that I like I would listen to, and I think most people listen eclectically, I guess, to a bunch of different styles, and it's all a complete package because it's me singing, it's my voice on all the songs and me singing them, but stylistically it is a little bit different, just different things that I like to do that are not necessarily part of the vocal band stylistically. It's really who I am. I'd done a couple of records before this, another record that was self-titled that was similar in style as well, and then I did an independent project way back when, before I joined the vocal band, that was also more contemporary, I guess, in style. So that's who I am, and it's great to have the chance to express that.
Here I am, this is my plea, my only hope is your love for me. I'm reaching out so desperately.
The comments on your website have been phenomenal in the sense that you hear people say, I wanted to commit suicide, went to see your concert, God healed me, He delivered me. Others, I never trusted Christian artists, I think they're phony, but this guy's for real. I mean, it's on and on and on. That must really please your heart.
I have moments when I have to sit back, because it's a little bit scary to me, to tell you the truth, because the depth of the hurt of some of the comments that come, I often feel very inadequate to even be listening to some of the comments, because these people come with real hurts, and I think I have not been through most of them, and I don't ever want to say anything to make light of their pain or say something that is not understanding at all. And so I often find myself praying, Lord, you put me in this situation, give me the right words to say so that this person goes away with hope. That's what I feel that my job is in this lifetime, to give people hope.
I'm forgiven and I'm free. So here
The Lord has given you such unique platforms as well. How was it singing for President Bush?
Unreal. I mean, it was just, it was one of the moments where we were sitting there and we were going, well, I guess it's downhill from here, But, and the vocal band was there and doing that, and it was great to be in a situation with Bill Gaither, who has, this is his second time around with, first with the Gaither Trio and now with the vocal band and homecoming stuff, and he has done so much and been on the Crusades with Billy Graham, and just to be in a situation where Bill is kind of taken back for words, and going, this really is pretty incredible, It makes you go, wow, this is just wonderful. And for the President of the United States, when we're done, to look me in the face and give me the thumbs up, that was a pretty great moment.
Let freedom ring. Let freedom
I'm sure you're pretty happy that you didn't listen to your teachers who wanted you on Broadway, huh?
Well, I You know, they heard my voice in college, and they put it in the place where they were familiar, you know, and I was blessed with a great teacher in college who, after an initial struggle with what do you want to do, I mean, they wanted the best for me. When she found out that I really felt like God was calling me to this, she surrendered to it as well and just tried to help me be the best singer that I could be. So God put some really great people in my pathway, really wonderful people.
He was born of a virgin one holy night in the little town of Bethlehem. All the angels singing praises to the great I am. He walked on the water, healed the lame, and made the blind to see.
The Grammy and Dove Award winner is now touring on the Love Goes On Christmas Tour and will be back with the Gaither Vocal Band at the end of the month. The man with one of today's most spectacular voices will launch another solo tour next July with the same goal in mind.
I think I wanted to leave with hope. You know, the only kind of hope that I think anybody can give is the hope of eternity, and that the perspective that whatever we're going through right here is just temporary. If we believe in Jesus, He has made a way for us to get back to God, and that all this will pass away.
David Phelps, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.